Wheelies. Everybody loves drag racing wheelies. Well, not really everybody, but a lot of people like them. Me personally, I hate wheelies. Wheelies are a surefire way to destroy your car, your equipment, crash, or possibly wreck the guy beside you. Very, very complicated on when you can get it down properly and when you cannot. So today I'm going to show you the quickest way to handle a drag racing wheelie, whether that comes up real fast or a nice little power wheelie. This is the safest way to get the wheelie down so you don't endanger yourself, your car, your equipment, or the person beside you. Check it out. Comment, like, and subscribe. So rule number one, when you're having a drag racing, when you're experiencing a drag racing wheelie, is you got to stay calm. You got to stay calm. If it's your first one, then you got to stay especially calm. Now you're feeling it in the seat of your pants, right? So you can feel it when it starts coming up. You start feeling the upward movement more than the going out. So that's when you have to take action. That's when you have to start immediately taking action. If you wait till it goes all the way up, now you're at greater risk of crashing, destroying your car, hurting yourself, hurting the person beside you. It can get dangerous in a hurry. If that thing slams down, you're going to bust the oil pan possibly. You're going to break a rack and pinion. You're going to possibly bend a tire. It is lots of damage if it comes just falling back down to earth. It's basically like dropping it off of a lift from 8 foot up, 9 foot up, and it just slamming down. Really hard on equipment, hard on your body in the car, hard on everything. So this is the way you safely bring it down. Stay calm, don't panic. Whatever you do, do not just let off the gas. Do not turn the wheel while you're in the air. If you're going to turn it just a little bit, probably not that big a deal, but if you go to turn it really hard, that's going to be bad when it comes down. Do not just let off the gas completely. If you just let off the gas completely, it's going to come down very, very hard. So pedaling the car is key. If you can gently let off the gas, don't let completely off, but start easing off the throttle, taking power away, then it may come down very nice and smooth. Another way you can do it, which is what I prefer to do, is to swat the gas. So you let off, and then as soon as you let off, you don't wait for any type of response from the car. You let off the gas and immediately go back. So whop, whop, so it's a pop. And so that little bit of a pop pedal, usually try to go down like 30-50% throttle and then go right back to it. If you do come all the way off completely, and as long as you go back to it instantly, then it's usually okay. And you just got to get the momentum. You got to get the car coming back down. When it starts coming back down, then of course you can apply the power. Now you have to be careful. If it has gone too far up, then if you pedal it, then it's not going to really come down. So you may have to pedal it bigger and do a bigger pedal job. But it's very complicated. But the only way you get experience by doing it. The only way you can get better is by doing it. So that is key. But once again, do not let off the gas, just flat foot it. Let me show you some other things in the car, what you can do to help control wheelies, suspension-wise, setup-wise, to make it so that it does not wheelie to start with. All right, guys, so I've got my hot rod in the garage over here. So we're on drag radials. That's where you see a lot of wheelies. Slicks, a lot of times you don't see as much wheelies. But with drag radials, they wheelie all the time if it dead hooks, because it is dead hook. So in the front suspension, the way this one is set up, this has chain limiters. Now we got long travel suspension on this. TRS front struts by Jeff Thomas. And you notice this chain here. This chain is a limiter. And so it is adjustable. So you have an adjuster down there. And they make different ones. They make some nice ones that come through the top out here. And then they got this style. Some people use cables. So there's a couple different things. And basically what this does is it limits the amount of height that this thing can go. So right now it's chained down to where it has about 2 inches of travel before it tops out the chain. Now, if you don't have chain limiters, if you have really good struts, potentially you might be able to control a lot of it with the strut. And what I mean is, don't have the strut on full loose on rebound that comes up. You want to have it pretty tight. If you tighten it too much, then of course it doesn't move at all. If you don't have it tight enough, then it flings it up. So remember, this spring, this is a 70-pound spring. It's 16 inches long. Some people use higher ratings. So I have a 110, 150, 175 front spring. And that will help control wheelies as well. But basically that stored energy is going to start pushing the car up as soon as it starts transferring weight to the back of the car. So the chain limiter and the strut combination is what really affects how this thing works. Obviously, on this chain limiter here, if you have the rebound set too loose on here, it comes up and pops up and it hits the chain really hard. Then that upsets the car, but usually it does not wheelie in that sense. So usually it stays down, but it spins, so we don't want that either. So we're trying to get the car to come up in a controlled fashion. If it's coming up too fast, too much stored energy, that can all contribute to the wheelies. So playing with the shock settings and the chain limiters is one way to keep the nose down. In the back of the car, instant center location. The further your instant center is up here, the more that imaginary point picks up further, and then that's going to cause it possibly to pick up as well. And as you move the instant center back, anti-squat increases, then it starts picking up in the back of the car versus the front. So sometimes that will make it so the back of the car, you see a lot of the times the real fast radial cars, the back comes up, the nose goes down, and then that's how they control the wheelies that way. So that's one of the ways they can control them. But the biggest thing, the way you control a wheelie and get it down safely, the way you get it down safely is that throttle right there, using your foot on and off the gas. Check out this in-car video. This was a couple days ago. We were at the track and we were wheeling, and this is how quickly I pedal it. This is a good illustration of how to get the wheelie down. Now, it wasn't super high, and so that's why I called it fast. And you know, sometimes your buddies might give you grief about why did you pedal it? It wasn't going that high. But you, as the driver, when you're in that seat, your seat of the pants, feeling what it's doing, is your best indicator of if you need to pedal it, how much you need to pedal it, and when is it time to pedal it. Now, we also have some sensors on here. If your race car has got an EFI system, you can put a wheelie control sensor on it. And that sensor right there, that is my Mad Racing laser ride height sensor. So basically, it is mounted to the bottom of the frame, and it measures the distance to the ground. And in the computer, you can set it up to where if this thing starts going up, once it gets to a certain height, it will pull ignition timing. And when you do that, that works great. Let me show you what a video looks like of that. You can actually see it. I'll show you the data log. That's one way to do it. It's like pedaling it in the car, but you never let up on the throttle. It stays full throttle. All right, here is a data log. Green is TPS up there across the top. Red is RPM. Green here is timing retard. This is where the wheelie sensor is working. And then this is front wheel and this is back wheel, the separation. So the yellow line is the wheelie. So you see it comes up, it goes up, it gets too high, pulls timing, and it drops RPM. and then the wheelie starts coming down, and then it comes down here, and then it kind of bounces and goes back up and pulls more timing, and then it comes back down. I never lifted on that pass. Wheelie control did it all. So this is how you control a wheelie. Don't let it slam down. Don't let it bust the oil pan. Don't let it get all under your tires and crash your car. This is how you do it. Pedal the car, gently turn the wheel if you need to, but not ideal if you're in the air. But the biggest thing is the driver in the seat on the throttle. You control the throttle. If you keep it to the floor too long and it gets too high, then it is going to slam down. The goal is to get it to come down under power so that it does not hurt anything. All right, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you at track soon. Appreciate it.